Hello and welcome back to another Gates of Antares unboxing video, and this time I'm taking a look at the C3 Interceptor Squad for the Concord, which of course means a jet bikes, and we've got three of the guys on the front here along with their drone. Just flipping this box over, we can see more examples of the miniatures, and we get three in the set and also the drone, and also included is an order dice at the bottom as well. So let's open this box up and take a look at the contents inside. So here we have the contents of the set, and which you can see here we've got the order dice. It's always nice when these get included because it saves you having to go out and buy a whole set of them. And this brings us to the blister pack, which contains all the metal and resin pieces there. And just flipping this over and opening it up, you can see that we get three of these oblong bases here for the actual Interceptor bikes, and also a rounded 25mm base for the drone there. Got some packing foam, perfect for weathering your tanks, and this brings us to the actual components themselves. Now, as you can see here, there's a mixture of metal and also resin parts, the resin being the actual main body of the bikes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread these out and zoom in a little bit so you can get a closer look at the components themselves. Now here in front of me you can see the contents of the Concord, just a selection of it actually. I mean, we've got the main bodies here, which you can see we've got two fixed arm poses which are holding onto the handlebars, and also a leader pose there, with the other arm just being there at the bottom there, which is holding onto the handlebar. We've also got these several of these flying stands, these clear plastic ones, one for each bike and also for the drone. And this brings us to the head sprue down here. Now, as you can see, we actually get three head options. We've got this guy here who's got kind of a half visor, open visor, and then three closed visor helmets. Perfect for kind of using your bits box. You can add these to other Concord troopers to represent leaders, for example. Now we also actually bring us to the bike itself. Now the main body of the bike is resin. Now this resin is really nicely cast, kind of really nice and firm. Very kind of strong lines as well across the miniature. Really nice detailing as well on the vents. This section here is the metal component, and this fits in the back just like so, which completes the bike. We also get a few more options here. Now this is, we've got three plasma carbines and three plasma lancers as well, so it means you get a choice of weaponry on these particular vehicles. And finally we come to the spotter drone himself there, just on his own little sprue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble one of these guys up and take a look at the finished miniature. And here we have the assembled miniature. Now in terms of assembly, the Interceptor was fairly straightforward. Even though there were no instructions in the box, so to speak of, it was quite self-explanatory as to which components went where. It was also quite easy to work them out just from looking at the pictures. Now in terms of the components themselves, they were very nicely cast. There was very little in the way of mould lines, and what were there were quite easily removed by just running a file over the area. There was no miscasts. The actual resin section of the bike was really nicely aligned as well. There wasn't any kind of misalignment going on there either. So personally, I really do like the aesthetics of the C3 Interceptor. It's very identifiable as a bike, a jet bike so to speak. The rider is using handlebars, he's leaning forward. It kind of gives the impression of speed as well. Particularly like the small detailings, the small changes in the armour of the actual rider as well. He's pretty much wearing the same kind of armour as a normal Concord trooper. It's a little bit stripped out at the back, and also his helmet is a little bit more aerodynamic in its design as well. So now that we've looked at the assembled miniature, let's zoom out and get an overall summary for this kit. So that concludes this unboxing of the C3 Interceptor Squad. Now if you're looking for some fast moving support for your Concord forces, these guys really are fantastic. You can fly them up the flanks of your enemy, catch them unawares, really kind of hit them where it hurts, so to speak. Now this kit itself is really nice, a nice hybrid kit of resin and metal, which Warlord do fantastically well actually. It would have been nice to see an entirely resin kit, considering the kind of quality of the resin that we see in the front of the bike, but I probably understand there's manufacturing techniques behind that decision. Now what I'll do is I'll pop a link in the description below, which will take you directly to the Warlord Games web store, where you can pick up a squad of these for yourself. And if you enjoyed this unboxing, do let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with more of my future Antares content. So until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.